Ah, my feet are falling asleep. I have to sit down. Whew, that's better. My feet were totally falling asleep. When I first got started in real estate, I honestly had no idea how to go out and find clients. I didn't know how to prospect. There was no such thing as YouTube back then. My God, I'm so old. The term blogger was brand spanking new and nobody even knew what it meant. So how did you find leads? Well, I did the traditional stuff. I held open houses and I basically hoped that anybody who walked through the door didn't already have an agent and they were looking to buy a $700,000 house and they were ready to do it right now. But that, my friends, is called hope marketing. And hope marketing doesn't work. So how do you find new clients? I'm so glad you asked. Hey friends, I'm Karin Carr, and on this channel I teach real estate agents how to get your own freaking leads and become a real estate boss. Because buying leads from the big portals, yeah, I'm looking at you guys, is no way to run a business. And cold calling just flat out sucks. So how do you go about finding new business? Well, we all know that video is the way to do it, right? Because when you are face to camera just like this, you are talking to your audience. They're getting to know you. If they like you, they're going to keep watching your videos. If they don't like you, that's okay. You don't have to appeal to everybody. We don't need to have everybody in the world like us. We only need to appeal to our tribe. And when they decide that they like you, usually because they have a very similar personality as you have a lot in common, you have shared beliefs, they start to feel like they know you already. And when they know you like that, then they trust you. Then when it comes time to buy or sell a house, you are the person that they reach out to. I've even had people that didn't plan to buy in Savannah reach out to me and say, I love your channel. I'm not moving to Savannah. I'm moving to North Georgia. Could you refer me to an agent that's up there that you think that I would like? So your YouTube channel can be the best source of highly qualified leads that you will ever get. And I say that with certainty because in the 15 years that I've been a realtor, YouTube is the absolute #1 source of leads for my team. And they are 100 times better than any other lead source I've ever had in my whole life. Mic drop. But being on camera is scary for a lot of you. And I know this because you tell me. You tell me in the comments, you send me emails, you send me Facebook messages, and you say, I can't be on camera. It is too darn scary. Well, let's talk about what it takes to have a little bit of confidence on camera. Number one, you have to remember that it's not about you. It is about your audience. They are watching your video because they wanted to learn something, they had a question that they wanted to get answered, and hopefully they're starting to like your personality and wanting to follow you. When you create this community on YouTube, they start to bond with your channel and they start to follow you and they become invested in the content that you're putting out there. They start to expect your upload schedule. If you say, I'm going to publish videos every whatever it is, they go to your channel looking for that new video. They're waiting for it to come out. I have past clients that have already closed on their house years ago. And they still watch every video that we put out. Why? Because they're part of the community and they comment. Even though they're not in the market to buy or sell a house anymore, they still comment on the videos. And that just shows you what kind of a great community there is on YouTube. So if you remember that it's not about you, it's about helping them answer their questions and solve their problems, make their life easier, tell them what they're trying to find out. What do they need to know if they're thinking about selling? What do they need to know if they're thinking about buying? So when you take the focus off yourself and you stop thinking about, oh my God, my laugh lines, my gray hair, my pot belly, they don't care. They're not hiring you based on what you look like. They're hiring you on your expertise, your competence, and quite frankly, your personality, because people don't hire people that they don't like. They want to hire somebody that they genuinely like. So if you appear competent on camera and they like you, you are in. Secret number 2 is it doesn't take a lot of production value. This video right here is a prime example. We're not doing a crap ton of editing. I have a relatively inexpensive camera, but I started with my iPhone. I recorded on my iPhone and my iPad for the first couple of years. Then I upgraded to what I call my big girl camera, which is still kind of an entry-level DSLR camera. I am now using a Canon Rebel T7i. It's kind of an entry-level camera. It was around $699 for this whole kit that had the camera and the lens and the bag and all of the accessories. So $700 for something that I can write off as a business expense because I'm absolutely using this to shoot videos for my business. To me, that's a very reasonable expense. I've got my camera on a little tripod in front of me with a microphone on top. The microphone was less than $40. I'm telling you, it was not an expensive thing. And then I have a light over here. It could be a window, it could be a table lamp. Mine is an actual studio light. It was not very expensive. Again, I'll put the link down below if you want to see the gear that I'm using. But it's relatively low budget and simple. The more important part of the video is you establishing rapport with your audience. You want to tell them what it is they want to know. You want them to establish a connection with you because that's how we grow that whole know, like, trust thing is through video. They can read my blog post and they can get to know me, but they will establish a connection with me so much faster through video. My next tip for getting comfortable in front of the camera is to stand up. Now, I'm not standing up because I'm comfortable in front of the camera. I've done this once or twice. Something you may not know about me is that I'm actually a classically trained opera singer. Yes, I went to college at the University of Utah because I wanted to be an opera singer. Actually, I wanted to be a Broadway star, but when I got there, they said, we're gonna train you classically, and then after you graduate, you can go off and do whatever you want. And the more I started singing opera, the more I loved it. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a full-time professional singer. Unfortunately, I also like the finer things in life, like eating 3 times a day. And while I was a decent singer, I was no Pavarotti. So it didn't really work out. But I have a ton of experience being on stage. And one of the things that we learned very early on is to stand up, shoulders back, do a little 3/4 angle to the camera if you want to try to camouflage the belly. When you stand up, it's easier to do that. You seem to have a little bit more energy in your body if you are standing. Lean forward so that you're on the balls of your feet and the whole thing just feels like, okay, I'm psyched up, I'm ready to do this. The fourth thing I love about recorded video is just that. It is pre-recorded, it is not live. So guess what? If you screw up, you don't have to post it on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or anywhere. Simply say what you want to say, and if you flubbed the line or it sounded terrible or the dog barked or the doorbell rang or my 177-pound dog starts snoring in the bathroom, snoring in the background, why did I just say bathroom? You can cut that part out. Or, like what I just did, you can leave it in because it's a little bit of comic relief. You can take a serious subject and make it a little bit more entertaining by leaving in some bits that are funny. At least, I think they're funny. Not sure my children would agree. And if you are of a certain age, such as I am, and you're a little bit self-conscious about the wrinkles and the way the skin is starting to like sag a little bit, there is an awesome feature in Zoom. Did you know that when you open Zoom and you go to your video settings, there's something that says touch up my appearance, and it's like a filter that makes your skin look amazing. You could have a Zoom call with no one and record it to your computer with that little thingy on there. So you could sit at your desk, record into the webcam with the touch up my appearance feature chosen, and then save that video and upload that into your editing program, and that becomes your YouTube video. But with that little airbrushing feature on your face, it really hides a multitude of sins that we may not want to have shown. Unfortunately, it does not touch up gray roots, so sorry. So now you're comfortable on camera, you're ready to start making videos, but you've got to start editing them, right? Well, on this video right here, I tell you all about the editing program that I use, why I like it so much, how much it costs, all of the things. So watch that one next, because remember, friends don't let friends cold call.